Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are back with another Ultimate Racing Duty PC Edition Sim Season F1. So, basically what this is here is of course Race 3 at China. So we came off of a crazy race at Bahrain. Lewis Hamilton just losing by 0.07 seconds. He almost made a comeback after starting on pole, but he will win the race. Crazy. Or no, sorry, Sergio Perez will win the race. Here's the standings. Sergio Perez, Lewis Hamilton, Charles Leclerc. I believe that's his name, right? Wait. Yeah, Charles Leclerc and Carlos Sainz. Okay. Yeah, so Charles Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, George Russell, Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Lando Norris, Oscar Piastri, Pierre Gasly, Esteban Ocon, Valtteri Bottas, Nico Hulkenberg, Alexander Albon, Daniel Ricciardo, Kevin Magnussen, Logan Sargent, Yuko Tsunoda, and Zhu. I'm just calling him Zhu. I don't really care. Okay, yeah. Then, of course, in the teams, it's Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, Aston Martin, McLaren, Alpine, Alfa Romeo, Haas, F1 team, Williams, and AlphaTauri. We're here to start China. We're just going to get started. Nothing really big to see here except for who is at the front? Carlos Sainz is at the front, the number 55. Then right behind him is Fernando Alonso. Actually, quite a ways behind. Carlos Sainz is looking really fast. And again, another slow start from Max Verstappen. Sitting in 9th place again. He'll move up to 8th, though. George in 7th. Lewis 6th. Lando Norris, yeah, Lance. The 3Ls are 4th, 5th, and 6th. Sergio Perez, Fernando Alonso, Carlos Sainz. Really looking fast right now. In that Ferrari team. Really looking speedy. As he comes through to lead the second lap, and it looks like he will also start on pole. With this performance, he will probably easily be starting on pole. We'll see who will start on pole as Zhu will cross the line right now. And yeah, it is Tsunoda in the back, but it is Lewis Hamilton on pole, Carlos Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Sergio Perez, Lance Stroll, Max Verstappen, George Russell, Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, another 10th place. He's really accurate with that. Valtteri Bottas, Esteban Ocon, Daniel Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly, Alexander Albon, Nico Hulkenberg, Kevin Magnussen, Logan Sargent, Yuko Tsunoda, and Zhu. Here we go, boys. To start this race, Lewis Hamilton on pole for the second time this season. And a lot of people on hard. Sergio Perez, Valtteri Bottas, Piastri, Leclerc, Albon, Ocon, Gasly, Hulkenberg, Sargent, Tsunoda. Those hards are a really good choice. But, I mean, softs do last 3 to 4 laps, so I guess I can see why they're taking hards. Just for that extra chance of it, you know. But Lewis Hamilton with a big lead on Lance Stroll, Fernando Alonso, Max Verstappen really moving through the pack. Max Verstappen in a second. That is really some nice movement by Max there. He passes the 2 Aston Martins. And it's Carlos Sainz, George Russell, Sergio Perez, Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Oscar Piastri, Daniel Ricciardo passes him up, Pierre Gasly, Valtteri Bottas, Esteban Ocon, Alexander Albon, Kevin Magnussen, Nico Hulkenberg, Zhu, Sargent, and Tsunoda. Lewis Hamilton still in front with Max Verstappen right there behind. Not exactly right there, it's a little bit further back. And here comes Lewis and them all to pit. Who's staying out? It is Sergio Perez on hard tires staying out. With Leclerc and Piastri and Lewis Hamilton already out of the pit. Really fast pit stop from Lewis. And he's just going to work through the field. Passing Leclerc with ease. Verstappen not as good though. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton going to easily pass Sergio Perez, last race winner. And he's got a little bit of a feud with Perez. Seeing what happened last race, he's a little bit upset. You know, he almost won that race, but Sergio just edged him out. And there's Fernando Alonso battling with Max Verstappen for second, and it's gonna be Max. Nope, Fernando coming back. Fernando's fully past Max Verstappen. Stroll, Russell, Perez, Norris, Sainz, Leclerc, your race 1 winner. Piastri in 10th again. Bottas, Ricardo, Gasly, Albon, Magnussen, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Sargent, Zhou, Tsunoda. And already probably going to lap us is Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, Lewis is running a really fast race. He'll either come down this time by or next time by. I think this time by, that is a good strategy. Just get those new tires and go. And yes, he will be coming down. Anyone big staying out? The first guy to stay out is Lance Stroll and then Sergio Perez. I can see why Lance stayed out. He's on hard tires. He can last another lap. But Lewis Hamilton, look at that speed by Lewis. He gets stuck on the outside of Perez. And this is going to slow him down a bit. He'll try the inside. Yes, he will. What about Lance Stroll? He'll just go right past on the outside. Because those hard tires are not good enough for Lance. And Lewis will take the lead. And Lance is staying on another lap. And here comes Alonso. Verstappen sitting in 4th. He should be in 3rd because of Lance Stroll's stupidness. That's not really a good pit strategy as Lewis Hamilton's out in front. He's going to try to pass up Zhou. Let's see if he can. And yep, he will with ease. But Zhou slows him down. That's really not good. That's not good. See, it's this lap traffic that's really messing up. And there goes Tsunoda down pit road. He'll get lapped by Hamilton. Sargent is there. And the biggest kind of breakaway, 229, 259, 294. It's between like Sargent and Zhou. Yeah, Sargent and Zhou. And here comes Hamilton. Another pass. He's way out in front of this race. Alonso, Verstappen, Perez, Russell, your top 5. But Hamilton's going to come down. Perez, he's on a different pit strategy, so he will be staying out. Yes, he will. Perez just barely ahead of him. Like, look at that. That's just how fast Lewis is this race. I don't think anyone's going to stop Lewis Hamilton. He has just had the car to beat all weekend, and he's going to keep doing that here in China. As he'll pass on the inside. Yep, he'll fully pass Sergio. Sergio is actually coming back on him a little bit, but not enough. Perez will come down pit road. And in second is now Verstappen as he passes Alonso. Stroll and Russell round out your top 5 as Leclerc's right there and Perez. This is a big battle. We all know nothing's happening for the lead. So we might as well just watch this. We can actually kind of see on the bottom there when he passes by. Yep, Hamilton's got a clear lead on Verstappen. Russell and Stroll, though. I don't know. Yeah, it's close between them. It's actually really close. Stroll and Russell. It'll be Russell, Stroll. Russell takes that position away. Now we'll go back to the leader, Lewis Hamilton, on 12 of 20. This is an easy possible win for him. He'll come back down pit road, along with Verstappen. And Alonso stays out. And Sergio Alonso. We're going to watch George Russell. Yeah, here comes Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton is now in second place. And he's just going to work his way onto Yeah, he's easily 27.98. That's gotta be the fastest lap. Did anyone break the 27 mark? No one has broken the 27 mark. Lewis Hamilton has your fastest lap of the race. And behind him is Verstappen, about 2 seconds behind. Yeah, this is not looking good for anyone else. Looks like Hamilton's going to win this race. So it's Verstappen, Russell on those nice and warm hards. Alonso, he's on fresh softs, so he'll easily make a pass for third. And Perez is in fifth. Leclerc hasn't really done anything. Stroll, Norris, Sainz, Bottas, Piastri, that's a bit of a battle there. Gasly, Albon, Ricardo, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Magnus, and Sargent, Tsunoda, and Zhu. But for track position right now, it's Stroll and Russell and Leclerc. It's those guys actually. Russell will make it through. Yeah, and also Bottas and Gasly having a bit of a battle too. Yeah, other than that, the track is really spread out. Oh, Sainz is in ninth. Going back to the leader, Lewis Hamilton in third place. Now your leader, as he's taking hard so he can finish this race off for a victory, but Sergio is actually right behind him. The closest anyone's gotten to him, and Verstappen now down to third because of that. Good. But no, Lewis is good. He won't break his fast lap due to the tires he's wearing. But only a couple people left on softs. But Verstappen's good. He could catch up to Hamilton if he tried his hardest. And Alonso, actually, they are on fresh softs, and Lewis is on a bit warmer hards. So the question is, and yeah, Lewis is actually getting slowed up by Gasly, and he's got 2 more lappers ahead of him of Bottas and Magnus. So how does this end? He'll catch and pass. Alright. And he'll pass them up. And about 1 second back, Verstappen. Oh yeah, Perez came down pit road, I think. Or no, he didn't. Lewis, yeah, he's on really worn out hards, but he's coming up to the last lap. Looks like Lewis Hamilton will lead like this entire race, other than the times he pit. He'll lead the entire race. He's had the car to win the whole time, and he's just gonna keep doing it. There's nothing wrong with Hamilton right now. He's just running his race. Behind him is Verstappen. It's looking easy for Hamilton. He gets robbed last race by Perez, and now Lewis Hamilton coming down to the final turn. Whew. Lewis Hamilton will take the victory. Lewis Hamilton wins race 3. Verstappen comes second. Alonso, Perez third and fourth. Russell will take 5th. Stroll will take 6th. Leclerc in 7th. Sainz in 8th. Norris in 9th. And Piastri another 10th place. He's had 3 10ths in a row. This guy's consistent. 11th will be Bottas. 12th Gasly. 13th Albon. 14th Ocon, Ricardo, Hulkenberg, Sargent, and them. But it is your winner, Lewis Hamilton, who also had the best lap of the race, of course. There was no contest about that. He was really fast that race. No one could even get close. The closest was Verstappen because he also ran a really fast race. But yeah, no one really got that close to him. It was always Verstappen. So yeah, Lewis Hamilton, Verstappen, Alonso, Perez, Russell, Stroll, Leclerc, Sainz, Norris, Piastri, Bottas, Gasly, Albon, Ocon, Ricardo, Hulkenberg, Sargent, Magnussen, Tsunoda, and Zhu. which also means for the teams, it was Mercedes, Red Bull, Aston Martin, Red Bull, Mercedes, Aston Martin, Ferrari, McLaren, Alfa Romeo, Alpine, Williams, Alpine, AlphaTauri, Haas, F1 team, Williams, Haas, F1 team, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo. That is it. And now in the point standings, after 3 races, it's Sergio Perez. So Sergio Perez at 75, Lewis Hamilton at 73, Max Verstappen at 63, Charles Leclerc at 56, George Russell at 52, Lance Stroll at 50, Carlos Sainz at 50, Fernando Alonso at 49, Lando Norris at 36, Oscar Piastri at 30, Valtteri Bottas at 25, Pierre Gasly at 24, Esteban Ocon at 22, Alexander Albon at 18, Nico Hulkenberg at 15, Daniel Ricciardo at 13, Kevin Magnussen at 7, Logan Sargent at 6, Yuki Tsunoda at 3, and Zhou at 2, which also means the teams. It is Red Bull, Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes, Aston Martin, Ferrari, Aston Martin, McLaren, Alfa Romeo, Alpine, Williams, Haas F1 team, AlphaTauri, Haas F1 team, Williams, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo. And for teams, Red Bull Racing at 138, Mercedes at 125, Ferrari at 106, Aston Martin at 99, McLaren at 66, Alpine at 46, Alfa Romeo at 27, Williams at 24, Haas F1 team at 22, and AlphaTauri at 16. So, after 3 races, that is how it sits. Of course, the rest of the schedule is big, and we have some big races still to come, like Spain and stuff, but yeah, other than that, there's nothing really left to do. Other than I hope you enjoyed. I will see you in the next one.